Hey guys, we're back from that break, and we just barely missed the donation as we were getting back. So thank you very much, Dominch. He donates $5, and he says, "Pig is the best. Can we keep him?" No, because during the break, I learned he likes raisins. So absolutely not. By the way, just so everyone's aware, like, I'm giving Pig the same deal. Like, he's a guest caster and all that. I'm giving the same deal I give Zombie Grub. Like, we're splitting anything from the show today 50-50. So if you guys want to give him some love, you can either go directly to his channel and donate to his PayPal, or anything you send towards BaseTradeTV's. Again, I'll be splitting with him at the end of the show today. So
send it to BaseTradeTV, guys. How nice of you, man. You're like, you can go and donate on his channel directly. I'm the nicest human being, Graham, ever.
No,
It's
don't
like,
you know I'm Cancer and I'm killing StarCraft, dude. By the way,
man.
I need to show this because I was getting. This is the third time I've been accused of wearing a clip-on tie. Like, I'm an adult who doesn't know how to tie a tie. Excuse you guys. Excuse you very much. I'm gonna tie this tie on stream right frickin' now, because while I do this, I'm gonna update you guys and let you know that we were gonna hop into another series, but then I saw Bly and uThermal are like 20 minutes into game number 1. Which means it should be ending soon, but also tells me that that's actually going to be a better series than I thought it would be. I thought that would have been just uThermal 3-raxing and getting like easy victories, because that's the gross stuff he likes to do. Look at that clip-on time. My God, you guys are jerks. I had to look. I had to dress up for my boy Pig, guys. I gotta dress to impress and all that, you know. Also, I'm not gonna lie. I know everyone hates them. I fucking love suspenders. And I can't just wear suspenders with a t-shirt. It doesn't work. So, gotta dress up a little bit if I want to wear suspenders. Feels bad, man.
I don't think I've ever worn suspenders. Maybe as like a child I was dressed in suspenders, but I want an excuse to own and wear suspenders. Seems like a fun thing.
Unlike me, you're in shape, and you could probably pull off and make suspenders look good. For me, it's just like a comfort thing, although I do like the way they look, too. But...
well, it's like a belt that goes over your shoulders. It's like the most amazing invention ever, man.
That's true too, yeah. But yeah, so here's the plan, guys. Right now, if Bly and uThermal take like a million years, we're not gonna sit here all day doing nothing. We will grab another match, right? Like, Keen has not actually advanced from his first round series, so Keen and Tamikis, well, I'm assuming Keen and Tamikis, will have a game maybe soon-ish. But that's us putting the tentative like asterisk in it. Alternatively, if Alive wins his series pretty quick versus Hellraiser, he'll fight Mana. So either way, we have backup matches to hop into. But we do want to try and catch the end of Bly and uThermal if we can, because it leads into the winner playing most likely Snoot in a very fun bracket from there on forward.
I like looking at these brackets, and when there's someone's like really stuck in a stage, I like to just imagine like what the hell's going on there.
You're like, did he play Turtle Mac? Like, what's going on?
Like... well, Keen is playing a guy called Blue Cheese, right? So I'm just imagining all sorts of like fantastic, like real refined cheese. You know, there's a guy wearing a monocle there, and he's like just doing like the most ridiculous stuff. He's just like hiding hatcheries in the corner of the map. He's like doing like a Haas where he proxies DTs into proxying Stargates into proxying a base and 2 robos or something. It's just like, what is going on right now? And Keen's just like in that mode in like TVP or something where he's just sitting there in his base with like 6 turrets and all these bunkers and stuff. And he's like, this guy is ridiculous. He doesn't have an economy. Don't move out. And 25 minutes later, he'll finally finish game 1 and hop into game 2. And we'll be like, why aren't you done yet?
I'm trying to remember who it was. It was just either yesterday or the day before. We've been casting every day for like 20 days. My brain's fried. But we had a game where like everyone was onto the bracket, and it took like an hour and a half for like these 2 guys to play. And it was somebody we knew. It was like Keen and somebody else. It was like, you know, players you knew type thing. So it's not like some random scrubs. And we're like, why did that series... we cast 3 best of 3s in the time it took them to play like 1 best of 3. And I'm just like, what could have possibly happened, right? Do we just straight up have like turtle to carriers? Like, I don't know. Like, I love the hypotheticals when really it's probably just a terrible game. Both players just playing poorly and no one can finish the other off, right?
Yep. The classic StarCraft games where it's like, oh, he's ahead. And then everyone hears Artosis' voice, and it's like, went ahead, get more ahead. And then the guy just like grabs his army and like moves across the map and just walks into like a horrible engagement. And it's like, oh, I guess the other guy's ahead now. Now remember, went ahead, nope, he's just gonna go as well. They just take turns like throwing armies into bad angles and trading away the advantage. And you're like, oh, what's happening in this game?
By the way, uThermal and Mana are both streaming their matches I'm turning on uThermals right now because I want to see where they're at in the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
it's 21 minutes, split map on Habitation Station. And I can't quite tell what's been going on, but it looks like Bly's using mutas. So well, first off, I'm very impressed that this game is at the 21-minute mark, because normally I think uThermal has killed people. Excuse me. He's killed so many better Zergs way before this point.
Yeah, that's actually pretty intense. Especially playing Mutiling Bane. What? This isn't Bly.
Right? You're
Bly
like,
doesn't make it to
who's
this
playing
stage
on
of the
Bly's
game.
account right now? No.
Bly,
I bring
if
this
he
up too,
messes
by the way.
game up enough. Yep.
Oh, so I'm just gonna put this out real quick. Two things real fast, guys. One, I absolutely encourage you check out the other streamers' streams. Like, if you want to watch Mana's game or uThermal's game or any of these that we're not casting, go to the Team Liquid sidebar. Check out the other streams. Lily Canine streaming his weird ass matches too. Watch those streams. But keep in mind, they don't use a stream delay like we do, so do not bring spoilers back to BaseTradeTV. If you get ahead and you watch the game end, I hope you had a good time watching it. But if you start writing spoilers in chat, even if they're fake, that's the quickest way to get banned on the channel. So please don't do that. Also, big thank you to Riamar for the 500 cheers. He says, hi!
Nice.
Oh, Tilo in chat. Oh, no. Ugh. He's also a raisin man. Goat cheese and raisins?
That's delicious. That's amazing, man. Tilo has taste. He has taste, He has a palate. You can taste the flavor. You're just like this crazy guy. Doesn't like chili. Doesn't like raisins. Doesn't like licorice. All the good things in life, man.
Let me or join off me if you find my name on the list first. Where's? Oh, right, you're not Peg on my list. You're Jared whatever. There we go. All right, so Whirlwind's gonna be the next map. We're gonna find out what the score is in just a moment. Bly versus uThermal. Okay, looks like uThermal's up one.
Whirlwind. Ooh.
Okay, this is perfect. So we're gonna be like, again, if Bly brings this back and wins, then the winner plays again. We're assuming Snoot. I don't know who Ziggy is. If Ziggy beats Snoot, then that's also impressive because then we played the guy who beat Snoot. That sort of logic. At the same time, though, I really hope it's Snoot and uThermal. There's the $7. I knew it was coming. We'll get to that in a second. It's so loud. Snoot and uThermal played in the finals of our Woodwatch tournament last week, and there's a pretty one-sided game series. I'm really hoping to see how Snoot does to maybe get a comeback. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. Right now, we're getting into game 2, uThermal versus Bly. Bly is down 1 presently, and we're just waiting on uThermal, I guess. So who's that donated? Minty Fizz donated $7 and says, next he'll be telling us he likes pineapple on pizza. Oh, no, Pig. This is like line in the sand. I can forgive your other transgressions. If you, bro, read between the lines and lie to me on this one if you have to, okay? Pig, do you like pineapple on pizza?
Dude, I think this is one thing I can kind of agree with you on. I don't hate pineapple on pizza. I'm like, I can eat it,
God.
But every time someone does it, I'm like, why? It doesn't add anything to a pizza. Like, I'm always like, pineapple on pizza? No. I'm like, I can eat it, and it's like, yeah, this isn't the worst thing in the world, but why? Especially when it's a good pizza, you got like really nice ingredients. Like, when you get like a fancy pizza, you got like all your fancy like cured meats and things on it, and like nice cheese. Throw pineapple on that thing, it's a travesty. Absolute travesty.
Pig, before we go to the in-game screen, I need you to do something. To your right, slap the invisible air like we're doing a high five, okay? Are you ready for let's do this on 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Nice. Okay.
Nice.
No pineapple on the pizza. That's food we can agree on. You can eat your goat cheese and raisins all day. We'll split the pizza later at night. I do want to stress, though, to those tuning in that this is not game number 1. This is game number 2. So no bets will be on this series, and we're just going to ride it out to see who wins. Currently down 1 game in the top left side of Whirlwind. It's going to be the Blue Zerg player, Team Experts Bly.
And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom right-hand side of Whirlwind. It's another cross-map 1, Team Liquid's uThermal.
This was such a great loser's pick map out of Bly, though. Seriously. A big part of this goes to, I don't know how that last series played. I don't know how Habitation Station went. Maybe it opened with Reapers. I don't know, but uThermal has won like 90% of the games on our stream with Reapers. So I like that Bly picks a map that you're not going to be able to get away with it on.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think even Hab Station probably wasn't Reapers just because there's only like one way in the front on that map as well. Though it is kind of hard to secure a third there still. Maybe Bly's whole strategy, it's probably every Zerg strategy when they're playing uThermal, is like just pick the maps where Reapers aren't as good because like try and veto all the really powerful ones. I actually haven't really looked at the new map pool as much in that regard, so I'm not really sure what the vetoes would be like for both players.
Well, I don't know about vetoes, but like there's only 2 maps I think that really shut down Reapers. One would be the first one they played on Habitation Station. It's just not a great Reaper map. And then this one. I think the rest of them all are very viable options to do 3-racks Reaper on. You don't even have to proxy anymore for those who have not kept up with StarCraft. You can just build all 3 barracks at home as part of your wall off at the ramp, and you're good to go.
Ooh. Get the Reaper grenade spam going on. Get the blood pressure of all the Zerg players going a little bit higher as they watch their heroes fall.
So we haven't seen a lot of troubles with Reapers in general, right? And specifically the grenades. I gotta say, of all the suggestions I've seen, actually, while we continue to suck up to TLO a little bit, I liked his, and I think his was suggested, unless I'm mistaken who said it, I believe TLO was the one who was suggesting limiting the grenades, so you don't spawn with, like, unlimited grenades on a cooldown, you actually just have, like, 5 or something like that. It would make it a lot more, like, you have to precisely choose, do you want to use that on a creep tumor, or do you want to use that for lings? You can't just spam it needlessly. I mean, the grenades, I'm not gonna lie, are not, in my opinion, overpowered, but they can be once you get enough of them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's such a tough thing because StarCraft 2 has so many like ultra powerful things that can spiral out of control, and this is like kind of like one of the many. But I feel like it's also hard to talk about Reapers because once you've dealt with a lot of Reapers, there's like a part of your brain, no matter who you are, no matter how much you love StarCraft, no matter how much of a rational human being you are, there's a part of your brain that's just going to explode and you'll suddenly become a very angry person who just like wants Reapers to get nerfed, and literally any nerf is going to sound justified. So like anyone, you could suggest like Reapers should have 10 hit
I'm
points.
not gonna draw.
And
oh,
if I've actually had to deal with 3-racks Reaper in the last few days, like I'll probably be like, yeah, that sounds like a reasonable change. That sounds fair. Like, so I'm always like, oh, I don't know if I can trust my judgment on anything to do with nerfs with units like this. I'm like, I've raged enough times against this unit. Like, I don't know, man.
So what's sorry, you don't know it, but you just got interrupted by Zombie Girl briefly, as she's one of our donation alerts stands for the $10 mark. 10 out of 10 on the hot scale, baby. Thank you, HNK Olaf. Donated $10. Says everyone check out. Oh, and he's looking at your YouTube channel. What a nice guy. I'll link that in chat in a moment. And then Riamar donates $8 and says why not? And I think he's trying to do it to trigger the stupid top donation sound. So Riamar, no thank you, but thank you. As I think, yeah, your YouTube's just youtube.com/fakestarcraft, right?
Graham, look at the production tab.
I'm
so excited.
So here's the thing. This is the one guy who might actually do this because he did it before. However, 99% of the time is Liberator range. I'm really hoping with the amount of gas that uThermal's banking, it might be a battlecruiser. He doesn't have the minerals for it, but there's a lot of gas saved up for a 300 gas unit.
It's BC. It's a BC. Oh my god! And you know what? He's going up against a Nidus worm from Bly. Bly is doing a Queen Roach Nidus.
This will actually work out. Like, so uThermal did this before, and I believe it's actually on World when he did it as well. I'm hyped. I'm stoked. I'm excited. For those who don't know why, it's because they changed the battlecruiser to do a lot of cool and very different things. And number one is that it no longer has energy. Everything it does is cooldown based. Oh, he misses the Nidus worm with the scan.
Oh, the Zergling gets in the main. No, it doesn't. Oh, but he's dropping a Nidus right on top of the main right now, and that BC is only halfway done.
Oh no!
This is already about to get out of control.
Even if he pulls all the SCVs, thank you whoever that was. We'll get to this in a second. Even if he pulls all the SCVs, I'm not sure he'll cut it. He has no production. He has no units. Everything's across the map. So as the Queens unload, this starport has to survive. It can clean this up eventually on its own. But if Bly brings the roaches, that might just open the front doors for uThermal to get in here and kill all the drones with the Hellions.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be touch and go.
Dive in that natural already, and oh man, Zerglings aren't gonna be enough to defend this.
No, he brings the roaches back.
Position.
I like that he brings the roaches back too, but he can just run right past the roaches if he needs to. Battlecruiser finishes up in just a second. There are going to be transfuses for the Queens, but Yamato Cannon's going to instantly kill one of them. Then the armor that the Battlecruiser has, it's like the most heavily armored unit in the game. It's not going to take much damage from Queens, but the Hellions don't kill enough drones, I feel. They got a lot, but Bly's still sitting on 22.
Oh my god, this is going to be so messy right now. There's not enough money to start another battle cruiser. uThermal losing a lot of SCVs. He's got just that BC in the main up against 4 queens with so many transfuse. As you said, 1 queen just disappears. But oh, I don't know if he's going to be able to repair. Those queens are actually dying pretty quickly. Oh, Bly,
So-
he's got the transfuse.
The battlecruiser becomes invulnerable when it teleports, for those who don't know, and he chooses to go across the map with it. He's going with a Banshee follow-up. I think he's just going to try and blow for blow this. He can always lift his buildings if he needs to, but the SCVs don't have enough money to really repair much. If he actually gets to that battlecruiser, he won't necessarily be able to heal it up.
Oh my god. Bly is chasing
Command
the
center's
SCVs.
dying. Oh.
uThermal's trying to run across the map.
Drop some mules or something! Don't just lose the CC with 100 energy!
Oh no, those queens are going to snipe that down, I think.
Oh god. Brutal. Savage.
Man.
The Banshee
And
comes
his spores
out.
finish up in the main base as well for Bly right now.
Well, so this is where it's weird, right? Because Bly doesn't... Like, if uThermal actually killed the Nidus... Okay, it didn't. But if uThermal killed the Nidus before Bly brought units back home, Bly would be stranded on the other side of the map. But uThermal...
Man, the BC's trying to walk home. SCVs are trying to fight roaches in the middle of the map.
They kill them.
2 of them.
Yeah, they do. Of course, Yamato Cannon is coming up off cooldown shortly, but Yamato Cannon does not one-shot spore crawlers like it does missile turrets. So I'm not sure how great it's going to be here.
He doesn't have teleport ready right now. I think, he's going to fight his queens. Does a Yamato. One of them goes down. Just
GG.
taps on out. Bly. Nidus Worm beats Battle Cruiser. Bly teaching us the new build order counters in 3.8, I guess.
I love it. I don't even care that it lost. I just love seeing battlecruisers, man. I guess I don't know if you know this about me, Pig. I like playing a very disgusting style of mech, specifically one that involves only battlecruisers, pretty much. So I got to Masters beating both Protoss and Zerg, only doing battlecruisers. So feels good, man. At least that was last season, but so I'm a big battlecruiser fan. Getting caught up on donations really quick. Whoops, I can. What's the map? Let me get the map first, real quick, guys. Post up this lobby so we don't miss any of the action. Riamar donated $9 and says, "Pineapple for the win. Don't hate me." I don't know, dude. You're a pretty cool guy, but that's pineapple, man.
It is okay, as long as you accept your place among the plebeians with no taste. Then
Well-
you can eat as much pineapple on your pizza as you wish.
So here's the thing, though. He follows it up with a $50 donation. And he says, "Well, F you, my love." So I guess he knew in advance I was going to give him shit for the pineapple. And then he just cheered 1,000 bits on top of this. Riamar dropping bombs today on the stream, making it rain for us. Thank you so much, Riamar. And
Thanks, Riamar.
let's get Pig here in the lobby as well. The
Yeah,
third...
can't forget me, mate.
Nope. Third and final map is going to be going down on Echo. Although I'm not sure if that bugged out. Did you get the invite?
There we go. Just
Okay.
took a few seconds.
But all right, whenever they're ready. Just waiting on uThermy. Liquid Thermy. I wish I could remember who he was playing last time, because he actually wasn't screwing around. He did this battlecruiser build before, and it worked on Whirlwind. And I think for Bly, what's kind of interesting to consider, timing-wise, if he didn't dart in with a Ling for the Nidus, and he relied on an Overlord Scout, I don't think he would have actually gotten the Nidus Worm down in time.
Yeah, I think if that gets delayed by even like 15, 20 seconds, it might totally change everything. Because if there's like a few Hellbats or like a bunch of Hellions and SCVs and a BC, those queens are going to go down really fast, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But, it's all about that timing, right? Bly finds a way, gets in there.
Well, Bly, I don't know if you've been
man.
watching any of Bly's games recently. He's still proxy hatchering like Protoss and stuff. Like, he's a pretty dirty player when it comes down to it. But we're gonna get into game number 3 now, guys. You're watching the Corsair Cup. Hope you're enjoying the show. I'm Rifkin, casting with Pig, and of course, I didn't get to link that in chat when we meant to earlier. So someone donated to link his YouTube forum, youtube.com/pigstarcraft, right?
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, by the way, for that.
All right, well, let's get into it. In the bottom right side, he's on Team Expert. It's the Blue Zerg, Bly.
And his opponent spawning in the top left-hand side, the red Terran player, it is Liquid Thermy. Also known as uThermal or Maru Thermal.
He hasn't been Maru Thermal in a while, I feel. He became, he really embraced the replacement man meme for a while there.
Yeah. It's funny because I remember the Dutch Terran Optimus was the one who trained uThermal in memes.
Really? Because
Many years ago. Yeah, uThermal used to hate memes. Can you
Oh.
believe it of this guy?
Pig. It's happening. The expected is happening.
It's pulling it out, man. That's the second barracks. I wonder what this third SUV is doing down here at the natural. What?
It's probably gonna build a depot, right? That would make the most sense.
I
mean,
think so.
Oh no! It's a barracks! Who could have seen that coming? My God, Pig! Oh, the turn of the century here on this build. What is going on?
Get the haifu going, man. That is going to be insane. Of course, you got a cute little Reaper ledge to jump up with. And I especially love the Reaper ledge on this map because it's like you're walking down the Hall of Fame or something. There's these little blue, like,
right
pillared
there, yeah.
plant things. You got to, like, run up there, jump up. And you can't wall that off as because there's no creep spread that far. And Bly's opened up with pool first, but he still has no idea that this is coming. So he's going to try and run by with these Zerglings. He's going to run into a wall of barracks and go,
Pig, I think it's safe to say he has a pretty good idea what's coming. He's still not scouted the barracks, but the Roach Warren's already started.
Bly can see the future, man. He's got a good read in his opponent, that's for sure. Of course, it doesn't just automatically completely counter the build, but getting your Roaches out this fast and Ravages is probably the easiest way to try and shut down the pressure. And if uThermal overextends at all, then he just like gets his Reapers snapped. So really good play so far from Bly.
So I think one of the key differences we've seen is players who really are quite keen on their macro and like to play the game out and plan ahead, they're relying on a lot of Speedlings and Queen control to stop the Reapers. For those who are like Bly that actually really don't mind hitting with a counter all in, Roaches and Ravagers are the preferred flavor. I think without a doubt, Ravagers are still like your best bet just because their auto attack range is going to outrange what the Reapers can do, but other than that, we'll see if Bly actually follows it up with a counter. Thank you to Uncle Diddles for the 100 bits. Love that cheer. Thank you so much. Creep tumors are actually already coming down too, which is kind of a big deal. If you guys haven't been watching the likes of like uThermal and TY and the other gross Terrans out there, sniping off these tumors, preventing that creep spread has been really what's been shutting down any defense from Zerg.
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing. If you get those creep tumors, there's so little energy early on. It makes a massive difference. And that mobility is really what allows the defense to happen. Nice Overlord placement from Bly here. Already looking to try and catch any Reapers if uThermal's not watching too closely. This Ravager, of course, has really nice range. And Bly will be adding... Oh, very nice snipe there from uThermal. Really good.
But it was a scan for only the live tumor. Didn't get the other one. Bly doesn't have any connecting his main to his natural, which is also going to be a bit of a problem. But usually that scan gets the first 2 to 3 tumors, so not so crazy so far.
Yeah, good respread from Bly, and that second tumor he's put down is already kind of hidden there. Of course, Thermi is going to be going into CC and then Factory behind this, adding a Tech Lab stim, and then going to go up for the Medivacs as well. So not going for like a crazy greedy third CC. Going to play it kind of like the standard 2-1-1, but obviously, you know, quite delayed and with a third barrack. So a big bio push will pull up.
2 picks, that's huge. That's massive. Bly,
oh
by
man,
the way,
and now Bly can get on the map. This is actually frightening. Another Reaper goes down.
Oh my God, how did that shot go off? That was reaching. I gotta say, Bly though, he's already droning. He went back to droning. He was really confident he had held this, and well, for good reason. Normally, this is where uThermal gets away with a third CC back at home, but you'll note he's not done that. He's instead invested in tech labs and reactors, and he needs units, and he knows it too because he doesn't want to die to Bly counterattacking him.
Yeah, more and more Ravages morphing here. And I mean, Bly is doing this as like a non-committal attack. He is investing a lot of gas in these Ravages, and it's forcing, uThermal to be uncomfortable, but I don't think he'll actually be able to do any more damage
He can get stim from this position.
Oh my God, that's actually huge. If he can snipe that down, and it's gone. It's gone.
Oh
that's
my
it.
God.
Explosive vinyls blasted down.
Yo,
uThermal's trying to engage out here.
Even if he kills all the Ravagers, Bly denying stim for any amount of timing, worth it in my opinion. Gonna suck losing that Overlord, but
oh, Bly here. You don't want to throw away these Ravages though. I feel like he's letting uThermal get a bit of value back in this game. Those are expensive units right now.
They are.
uThermal's now going to get that Overlord. Won't get the second Overlord. It's well placed on that little bit of high ground. It's got some light shining up its butt, but it'll hide there for the moment.
For Bly though, there is a little bit of ray of hope here. I mean, he did. That's gonna be like the 7-minute mark. Stim's delayed till, right? Like he's not gonna have to worry about a big push for some time. But there are liberators that are going to be coming across the map, and hopefully he's paying attention for that. Man, we got
a really smart adjustment, isn't it? Right? Because like He's like, well, I don't have stim. Who cares about medevacs? I'm not going to do anything on the front.
Yeah.
And you just threw away like what? Was that 4 or 5 Ravagers?
Well, that's the
He's like,
thing
you're
too,
not gonna
right?
have the gas.
Ravagers
Yeah.
are what's going to shut down the Liberators, and if those are gone, makes even more sense. Got to give some love here, though. We got a lot of chat support. Dude, people love you. I need to bring you on more.
Aw, thank you so much, guys in chat.
Dirty Boscanda donated $3 and said, "You're the most handsome caster," and also hello.
He's talking
Rifkin.
about you.
No, he's talking about you because he says, "and also hello, Rifkin."
Oh, damn it.
Borgy
I
B.
only saw that pop up.
Borgy B cheers 100 bits. He says, 3x Reaper is more disgusting than pineapple on pizza. I'm going to have to agree on that one. And then TikTok cheers for 100 bits and says, can't wait to watch Bly counter this aggression. Well, you guys are all nailing it with your bit calls.
Damn.
Oh, uThermal's actually picking up quite a few creep tumors. These 2 Reapers shouldn't be getting away with nearly as much as they are, but Bly got a little bit greedy. He went so heavy on the drones after this. Like, it's awesome to be on 60 plus drones, but as we can see, he's got nothing really to stop the Liberators. He's got nothing to stop even 2 Reapers from cleaning up creep. This is awkward.
Yeah, this is so much damage. 2 Reaper, 2 Liberator pressure at 7 minutes into the game, and yet it's getting a lot of work done right now.
Hashtag new
Scorpion's
meta.
gonna finish up. Oh, uThermal's overcommitting here a little bit, I think. He's taking a lot of damage on these Liberators. Nice defense from Bly so far, but he's got to get his guys back to mining on that natural. He's losing a lot of mining time right now.
Well, luckily with the 3rd base up, it could have been much worse, but you're right. Like, that was a lot of shutdown time. Goes back to mining. He has had the income lead for the last 5 minutes, though, so a little spike here and there's not going to kill him just yet. But he does need to get some army units out. Roaches are starting, but he's going to need a lot. There's 2 full medevacs coming in, and that stims finish up in 7 seconds.
Oh, double drop coming in on that right-hand side, but Bly is pretty well positioned to deal with it. But if it goes into that main, actually, there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
uThermal going to just zoom on in there. Bly going to take a little bit of mining damage, I do believe. His Roaches getting underneath it, but he's only got 2 of them. uThermal's just going to take that fight. He's coming in with the 2 Liberators on the top side of the 3rd at the same time. Oh, this is such a great play here from uThermal. Doesn't overextend, just does a bit of damage. He's going to then just focus down some Ravagers in the main base. Meanwhile, Liberators set up on the 3rd and start tearing the drone line apart. Massive damage coming out for uThermal. A brilliant maneuver. Oh, wow. He's just chewing up so many of Bly's units right now.
He really is. The sport callers in the 3rd should have been able to save him a lot more, but Bly's unfortunately very distracted in the main, and rightfully so. So 16 drones have died, and that lead he had drone for, that greed, not paying off at all. We got Infestors coming up. Hive's finishing soon, but he's not able to stop anything that's currently on the map.
Yeah, uThermal just picked up and moved to the back of the mineral line and dropped all the Ravagers and Lings just chilled in the corner of the base.
Look at the 3rd.
Oh, look at this. Each time he moves the spores, the Liberators adjust. uThermal is just dancing around him with these Liberators right now.
39 drones, Pig.
Oh my god. uThermal, this is uThermal. This is what makes him such a good player. He's so good with his multi-prong. The moment he gets a bit of tempo, he can just run away with the games. He will capitalize on the smallest mistakes. This Liberator with 3 hit points in the main sets up again. It's going to go and hit 19 kills. Another double drop on the left-hand side. This is a uThermal multi-prong masterclass, man.
That counter for drone kills is still ticking up to 46. It keeps getting refreshed because it's never not something dying. That Liberator, though, those 2 Liberators killed it, though. The drop was good and unexpected, but the Liberators really screwed Bly over this game.
Just not that big a queen count from Bly. He didn't have that much mobile anti-air, and uThermal kind of realized that. It was so smart of him to just come in on the front with the double Liberator. He's like, well, you've got spores on the back of your mineral line.
I think
I'm just going to walk in the front.
Oh, God, the natural dies.
Man.
GG.
Well played.
I think
uThermal's so good, man.
Well, I think what was really cool about that was everything we talked about for the Liberators was probably not actually on Bly's mind. For him, he was probably set and thinking, okay, I killed the stim, I've got a lot of time, I can just be greedy. And he was right, but he was greedy for too long. So that's going to send uThermal on to the round of 8 where he's going to fight against Liquid Snoot, and we're going to have a really sexy round of 8 match, guys. So hopefully you'll stick with us. We're going to go to a commercial break in just a moment. But before we do, got to give a shout to If Only Queens Had More Range. Reset for 6 months with the message, if only. And Fisheye with 1337 also just subbed to the channel. Thank you very much. Quick reminder, by the way, all the replays from this tournament will be sent out to our subscribers only. So if you are new to the channel, you're going to get some really cool goodies after the stream's all said and done. But we are going to go to that commercial break, and we'll see you guys in a couple of minutes.